To the news hour, I'm Madhavdas G. Now, ladies and gentlemen, communal clashes are yet again singeing Bengal's capital. Yesterday, 5 areas in the outskirts of Kolkata witnessed the mayhem that left a trail of destruction. This fury coincided ahead of Lakshmi Puja and on the day of the Prophet's birth anniversary. It all started with a person ripping apart the Islamic flag on October 8th. Soon after, clashes followed between the two communities. But yesterday, it reached a tipping point with fire and destruction all around. In one video, an angry mob can be seen destroying a structure. The BJP claims it was a pandal set up for Lakshmi Puja. Armed with sticks, the mob pulled down the bamboo structure. Another video doing the rounds on social media reveals fire coming out of homes and shops with mobs brandishing hockey and bamboo sticks running around. If this wasn't enough, Ekbalpur police station was gherawed by men chanting slogans. Take a look at how violence struck Mominpur.
पुलिस आया क्या कर ले गई পুরো সব আমার টিভি ঘর সব একদম হয়ে গেছে স্যার हम लोग नहीं थे सर भागा भागी होने लगा हम लोग चले गए घर में ताला भी नहीं मारा ऐसे चिटकी मार के चले गए जान बचाने का
This is taxi which was standing here on this very lane, which was completely vandalized. And if you're walking from that side, you would find bricks like this have been, kept accumulated. There are also glass shards. Beer bottles, a kind of a thing we have seen in the past as well. During such tension, you have people from the Hindu community on one side. You also have people from the Muslim community staying in this very same mixed neighborhood.
हम तो ड्यूटी में थे सर जब ड्यूटी से आ रहे देख रहे दंगा हो रहा सर यहाँ ईटा पत्थर चल रहा इधर में मेरा घर टूट गया बगल में घर टूट गया
बहुत चीज नुकसान किया कितना 4 टैक्सी तोड़ दिया
Now, the BJP is gunning for Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who's also the Home Minister of the state. It alleges that the state is trying to cover up the attack on Hindus. Listen in to the scathing charges.
Now, what I've written to the Prime Minister is that this should, more than seeing it as a communal incident, this is a part of a sort of distorted empowerment which leads to a certain form of swagger. It's a form of dadagiri which exists. And that dadagiri manifests itself in things like this.
এর পিছনে ভারতকে যারা ভাঙতে চায় যারা কাশ্মীরে আজাদি চায় সেই শক্তি আছে তারা ফান্ডিং করেছে
दंगा बोलना भी इसे गलत है एक तरफा मार चल रहा था वहाँ पे अनुसूचित जाति के लोग जो हिंदू वहाँ पे है उनके ऊपर आक्रमण चल रहा है और सारे टीएमसी ही करते थे ऐसा नहीं कि बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता है पुलिस कभी टेबल के नीचे छुप रही थी थाना पूरा हाईजैक हो गया था थाना दखल कर लिया था दंगाई होने और पुलिस पूरी तरीके से हेल्पलेस दिख रही थी
Police administration and this government, especially Honorable Chief Minister, takes law and order action with 30% or without 30%. The books have changed. The police rule book, I think, have changed. And when these dudhel guru that we say, the milking cows, when they create this kind of destruction, rampaging, we don't see police taking action.
The TMC has rejected the communal angle in the clashes. Listen in.
Incident occurred that was unfortunate, but that kind of incidents in some area that can be between two clubs, two organizations. BJP is trying with their politics of vulture because there may be a clash between two clubs. They are trying to project the issue in a particular their style with some religious color. And BJP should concentrate in their own states what is going on in UP, gang rape, murder.
But this is not the first time when Bengal has witnessed a bloodbath. From Malda in 2016 to Ilam Bazar in 2016, as well as Bankura and Howrah clashes in 2022, Bengal is no stranger to the cycle of violence. And that brings me to the legitimate question that we're asking this evening. Who's stoking hate in Bengal?
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest. Joining us live with us is Shahzad Poonawala of the BJP right here in our studio. Also with us is Gargi Nandiroy, political analyst. Karan Verma, author, is joining us live. With us also is Professor Manojit Mondal of the TMC. Anirban Banerjee is a political analyst joining us. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, is also with us. Let me begin with Professor Manojit Mondal. So the BJP alleges that you are sweeping the Mominpur violence under the rug, or at least attempting to do so. You saw the statement there of Kunal Ghosh. Are you doing so? Yes or no? And why?
So what does the BJP want? That violence should continue like this, because that's what they want. And that's why the invocation of that black massacre of Noakhali, which happened in 1947. Such a crude application of black magic realism. Look at the comparison. Because that's what they think. Their thinking process is like that. I mean, there were certain unfortunate incidents. Which
so I think you didn't get my question.
Of,
Professor Mondal, allow me to clarify my question, please. My simple question to you...
Police is still trying to ascertain.
Professor Mondal, please allow me to clarify my question. You must have heard the statement of Kunal Ghosh. And the reason I ask you the question of sweeping it under the carpet is because Kunal Ghosh says that this is probably two clubs that clash and not two people. Or two sets of people or groups of people of two religions. So is the communal angle sought to be swept under the carpet is a question that the BJP is asking in that context as well.
No, so you also did not get me. That's what I'm trying to say. The police is trying to ascertain the reason. Apparently, it appears to be clashes between two groups. Happen because of personal reason. It could be for reason between the rivalry between two clubs. How could the BJP from a distance understand that this is because of two communities? Because that is their thinking process for the last 100 years, and that's why this Noakhali analogy is brought in, which was because of different reason, because that's what they want, that the communal violence, communal clashes to take place in Bengal, and they thrive on these communal clashes. I give example. Look at the data in Bengal and BJP ruled state. The last 10 years, show me the data to suggest that because of communal clashes, lives have been lost. On the other hand, fresh communal clashes took place in Delhi, January 2020, Karnataka very recently, UP since 2017, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, everywhere there are communal cases, rise of communal cases of 70%. And look at the cases filed under 153 in those 5 states.
Right.
Section 153 IPC.
Professor Mondal,
500% increase of
Professor Mondal, I'm urging you, sir.
Taking NCRB data.
Okay.
Show me the same data in case of Bengal to suggest that there are communal riots in the last 5-6 years.
While that might certainly be the case, my only request is let's restrict this to the incidents that are taking place in Bengal, because otherwise you will have a debate that is all over the place. My simple question still remains at the end of the day, sir. My simple question still remains, what about the observations of the High Court that were made in context of the post-poll violence and various other violence that have taken place ahead of local body elections? There are numerous instances of the state government machinery failing to crack down on violence. I'm not even getting into the communal part. It's a failure, abject failure of the state machinery that is being questioned here.
Can I reply?
Please.
Can I reply? So who is investigating for the last 1.5 years this post-poll violence? It is BJP CBI. Am I right or wrong? And now again show me data to suggest that 3 big TMC leaders are arrested by CBI. 3 big leaders. Forget about observation made by the High Court. Who is investigating? BJP, CBI? Show me 3 leaders of TMC been arrested in last 1.5 years.
Okay.
These are narratives that BJP
Okay, I'll put that question to the BJP. Shahzad Poonawala, name 3 TMC leaders who have been named. That is the challenge that Professor Mondal is throwing. Name 3 big TMC leaders who are responsible. Of course, he also says, forget the High Court observations. I don't think we can. But in any case, since that's a question that he has pointedly asked you, your response.
First of all, I'm not surprised that Mr. Manojit Mondal
that was an observation.
Now, can I please...
Professor Mondal, you made your point. You made your point. One second. Professor Mondal, you have spoken. Yeah, one second. Let me clarify that. Professor Mondal, you have spoken. Now allow the others to respond to the question that you have made. Shahzad Poonawala.
Show us the data.
Yes, you have asked a question, sir. Please listen now. Yes.
I will not show you data. I will show you the statement of the victims and the witnesses only. Now wait and please have patience. First of all, I'm not surprised that the TMC is calling this as a fight between 2 clubs. You remember what they had said about the Birbhum massacre? Anubrata Mondal had said TV set had exploded, and then the High Court had to transfer that matter to the CBI as well. Today, you know, this entire series of events that have taken place on the time of Lakshmi Puja is because of TMC. TMC meaning Tushtikaran, minority appeasement and communalism. This is the mindset which is the reason why this ecosystem is created where these incidents take place on a regular basis. And what has happened, this is state empowered violence, institutionalization of political violence and politicization of every institution. Let me give you some examples. This is not the only instance. The 2018 Panchayat polls violence you've seen, Supreme Court had made comments on that. The 2021 violence in the post-poll scenario, High Court said it is not rule of law but the law of the ruler. Then you would remember the manner in which the Birbhum massacre took place. You would also remember just in June right now, there has been a violence in the Panchla violence has taken place, in Nadia and Murshidabad violence has taken place. 300 BJP Karyakartas have been killed because of the political violence that has taken place under the state-sponsored violence of the TMC. Now coming to the proof, let me give you a proof and the data from Times Now channel itself. This is the victim who is saying that I was asking the police to save me, but instead of saving me, the police did not come, and in fact the stones and the sticks and the bombs were being hurled by the TMC leaders or TMC supported goons. Please listen, this was played on Times Now today.
बम गोली चला रहा है, मतलब पूरा ऐसा आधा ईटा मार रहा है, अब बोतल में बड़ो बोतल बियर है, मार छिलो, सीसी बोतल मार रहा है.
Now, forget data. I have given you the live evidence of the witness, and look at the difference between the two. In other places, when action is taken on the rioters, these people crib about it. Here, they support, endorse, and give protection to the rioters, and therefore the courts have to transfer the cases from the state police to the CBI and to other agencies. Ironically, they came out as an alternative to the left violence, but today they have become even more violent than the left parties, and they target people. And how did this violence also start? Madhav, this violence started when the pandal was desecrated, when in fact the flags of one particular community were put in the Hindu area, in an area where there are Hindus living, only and only to provoke this violence. And thereafter there was an attack done, and in the Ekbalpur police station the entire police force left, and they left over the police station to the Islamists, and no action was taken. Until now, how many people have they arrested? A few, 3 or 4 people have been arrested, but the main mastermind behind this violence and the state-sponsored violence have not been arrested.
Professor Mondal, quick response.
First of all, again, let me call out his lies. I don't want to use this language, but I have to. Supreme Court 2020-18 Panchayat election gave clean sheet to the Bengal government. Please correct your fact. Okay. High Court did not say rule of the law or ruler of the law, whatever. That was your Human Rights Commission. So I do not expect apology from you, because you are speaking on behalf of the party which is known for propagating lies on national TV. Come to the issue of violence here. Pandal, no Lakshmi Puja, because you don't know how to worship goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi Puja doesn't happen in the streets. It happens at our home. We are very fond of Ma Lakshmi. It happens home. So no question of desecrating pandals by any
So pandal will be vandalized because
community.
you feel one community is a milk cow. You feel one community is a milk cow, therefore the violence will take place.
I know I called out your lies.
Okay, let him make his point quickly, very quickly. Professor Mondal, very quickly,
I called out your lies. You have been, you are a trained. I repeat, I called out this person again, but being a trained liar that he is, I again apologetically.
Okay, no personal comments, please. Let's not get into personal comments.
Supreme Court had.
We are having much too serious a debate for that.
What the Supreme Court said about 2018.
No, I'm not giving any. The High Court High Court 2018. Look at Bade. Apparently you are a lawyer. I do not know your profession. I am not a lawyer. Look at the verdict.
Evident
And
you
again,
are neither a lawyer nor do you have anything to do with rule of law. It's evident.
Law of the ruler. It was your Human Rights Commission. Then the Human Rights Commission, your Human Rights Commission, and I took out from that investigation only.
Okay.
Show us the data investigated by your CBI to suggest that TMC.
No, Professor Mondal, is it a fact that, in those local body polls, over 30% of the candidates were elected unopposed? Is that a sign of a healthy democratic system or no fear of the law?
And let me just quote
is that not a fact, since you are asking for facts and data, sir? Is that not a fact?
Did you have any organization? I'll tell you. Did you have any organization?
What kind of an argument is this, sir?
The Supreme Court said, because this man has said that I was lying about the Supreme Court.
You won't be able to file. What this man?
Okay.
You first apologize for misleading the people of this.
All right, one second, Professor Mondal. All right, you made your point. Give me a response. Shehzad Punawala, then I go across to other panelists. Yes.
Give me an opportunity, because he's made an allegation on me. Here is the Supreme Court. It's published in the Indian Express also. In a big setback for Mamata Banerjee, Supreme Court observed that there was a malpractice in the Panchayat elections in West Bengal and called it shocking.
Show us the judgment.
Now the Supreme Court is observing. The Supreme Court has made a finding. The High Court has made a finding based on the Human Rights Commission report. But he's saying, give us the data. Obviously, there will be no data when there is a government like yours. Data, aata, sab chhin liya aapne. Because you see only vote bank ka pata. Sirf vote bank ka pata. There is no data for you. There is only vote bank ka pata.
All right.
Vote bank karega.
Okay, gentlemen, let me come in now. Other panelists are still waiting for their turn. One second. Professor Mondal, please. I cannot allow this debate to go on internally. Let me go across to others. Anirban Banerjee, there is a video. Leave everything else for a minute. There's a video of violence taking place. What happens in the middle of that violence when two policemen appear on a two-wheeler? One would expect that they get down and actually prevent the violence from happening, move the people away from that area, disperse the crowd. But lo and behold, that's not what happens. There's actually a video of police themselves running away, abdicating their duty, leaving even a police station, as we are told. Yes, is that not sign, sir, of a complete breakdown of law and order? It's a very simple question. Sir. It's all captured on tape.
Yes. A 30-second or 40-second video specially provided by the BJP, verified by no one, and you want me to believe that...
So the video is fake. Are you saying that video is fake? Are you today saying that video is a complete fake? Say it if it's so.
No, you tell me whether the video has been verified.
Please say if you have enough proof or evidence to discount that video has been unto or doctored. Please say so.
You are putting the video forth towards us.
The video is out there in the public domain. If you feel that it is fake, please publicly say so. Don't give us a rhetorical argument, sir.
I am not saying anything.
If you feel it is from another date, if you feel that it is not from that location, if you have enough to factually prove or say so, Mr. Banerjee, set the record straight. The floor is yours.
Anirban Banerjee doesn't run a news channel, sir. It's you who run a news channel.
But
get news from the media.
You are raising doubts about that video. Please give us reason to believe. What is the doubt? Please convince us. The floor is yours. I'm giving you a chance to say so.
All I am telling you is a 30-second or a 40-second video can never ever reflect upon the condition or reaction or whatever the situation was, whatever the police had done or not done, and whatever you or the BJP is trying to implicate. How can you rely on a 30-second unverified video to claim such a tall claim?
Sir, the amount of violence that was seen on ground, if the police had been present, had they taken adequate countermeasures, surely the violence would have not been of this scale. Is that not a fact, Mr. Banerjee?
The scale that is being claimed, that the scale is very big, akin to Noakhali, etc. Can't you see that the Panchayat elections are next year and the Lok Sabha elections are just 1.5 years away? This is the same script that is being reenacted that was done in 2018. We have seen this over and over again. This is not at all new to us. If there is a small incident, the BJP and its entire ecosystem will have to blow it out of proportion. That is their nature.
Systematic targeting of Hindus, their shops being burned, they being terrorized like this is a small issue for Anirban Banerjee. Those who take over an entire police station, Islamists taking over an entire police station is a small. If it is a small issue, Anirban, if it is a small issue, why was the media stopped from Mayurbhanj Road area? Why was the state order passed saying that there will be no entry of media in a Mayurbhanj Road area? Tell me that. If it was a small issue, you should have allowed the media to go and cover everything.
You go along with your propaganda. You go along with your propaganda.
Anirban, if it was a small issue, why did you detain our leaders kilometers away from that area? Why did you detain the BJP state president, arrest the BJP state president when he was kilometers away from the area?
You were playing a video that Times Now had shown, right? I'll ask Madhav that your journalist, your reporter, Mr. Tamal Shah, was reporting from the ground, right? He was shooting the entire place with the camera, sorry, not shooting with a gun, with a camera. And there was a Durga Puja pandal with Lokhi Thakur's statue on the stage, entirely intact. Entirely intact.
So the vandalism of the statue didn't take place, that's your standard. Hindus have been terrorized, a police station has been taken over, cars and vehicles have been burned, flags have been desecrated. That is not your standard.
This video shot by Tamal Shah, Times Now journalist reporter.
That shows that they don't believe that.
The point is this, Anirban, this is again a very clear sign of selective interpretation. You want to believe one video, but from the same source, you do not want to believe another video. Let me get across to Gargi Nandi Roy.
But I believe when Times Now journalist is shooting it.
Yes, so
not a Facebook video.
You know, the question, Mr. Banerjee, is not about only a Times Now journalist. The question is about ignoring the truth of what has happened on ground, calling this an isolated small incident. Let me bring one second. No, of course we do. Of course we do, and that's why we've been showing all versions of the story. But let me bring in Gargi Nandi Roy to your comment that these are just a small incident that is being, somehow blown up out of proportion. Gargi Nandi Roy, please respond to Mr. Banerjee.
Yes, Madhav, there has been many incidents of this kind of communal violence which have been brushed under the carpet. They don't allow the media to reach. We know. And there have been villages where I have taken interview of girls. People were killed, women raped. People could not go to the police station because TMC people were sitting. You cannot make a complaint. And coming to this area, Mominpur violence, let's not forget that in 2016, what did Firaz Hakim say? Firaz Hakim took around the journalists have done. Please let me finish. No, let me finish. Now you counted after I finish. Don't disrupt. Firaz Hakim had said that this is mini Pakistan. So Madhav, we know why Firaz Hakim had called this area mini Pakistan to a journalist of Dawn. Because in Pakistan also the Hindu minorities are attacked, killed or converted. And here also we see Dalit Hindus, SC communities. Where is the opposition politics of Muslim and SC? Yeah, because mini Pakistan.
You seem to know so much about Pakistan. Do you live there?
Anirban, your Firaz Hakim.
Do you live in Pakistan?
I don't know. Firaz Hakim called the area mini Pakistan. Why did Firaz Hakim call the area mini Pakistan?
He never did.
This is the riot. Don't talk nonsense. Don't do nonsense on national. He said he had taken around Maliya Siddiqui of Dawn newspaper and to call the area mini Pakistan.
Tell me this. Do you live in Pakistan?
Don't talk nonsense.
All right. Let me come in now.
Do you live in Pakistan?
Let me come in now. All right, let me come in. One second. Just a second. The others have not yet spoken. I want to quickly go across to others.
How Hindus are getting attacked.
One second.
You people want to
Okay, Gargi, very quickly make your point, please. Because I think we are repeating. We're going around in circles. Very quickly make your point.
Anirban, let me tell you.
The point is whether the BJP is wanting to stoke a violence out of nothing is the question.
All right, Anirban, you made your point. Let Gargi complete her and then move across to others.
No.
Very quickly, Gargi. 10 seconds.
Because of this appeasement politics, it's not the police's fault. Police's hands are tied. Madhav, understand, the Home Minister is Mamata Banerjee, and who believes that one community is Doodh Deva Goru, that is milk producing cows. So the police cannot do anything. Can you imagine entire police station?
Okay, I'll take that question across to Tehseen. Tehseen, earlier today we had ex-MP Swapan Gupta who was echoing the same sentiment. He says that this is distorted empowerment that leads to a swagger or dadagiri on the streets, and that's what we're seeing playing out in Mominpur. In other words, he's referring to appeasement.
Good evening, Madhav. Thank you for having me on your show. Good evening and namaskar to all my fellow panelists and all your viewers. The Bada Jhagdalu Party, also called the Bharatiya Janata Party. Just two questions for them. Since 2013, since the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi was declared as the Prime Ministerial candidate, why is it that every single riot in the country that takes place, West Bengal, for example, 2018, right now, previously Kerala, Maharashtra, anywhere in the country there's riots, the other side of the riot is always the Bada Jhagdalu Party. Why? Why are they consistent in their performance of riots and fighting? On Times Now, I saw visuals, even Tamal had put it up, of the Bada Jhagdalu Party burning a police jeep in West Bengal. You may play those visuals with the flag. Inka jo flag tha, flag pakadte.
Not of today. Let's clarify that also, Tehsil. Not of today. That was of the previous incident when there were protests taking place. Yes. Just to set the record straight. But I'll put that question to Shehzad also. He can respond to you on that. Make your point. Okay, complete your point.
So Bharat Jalao Party, BJP. Why are they involved in every single riot? Point number one. Point number two, to Ms. Roy, and I have a lot of respect for her, she's also a friend of mine. If she has evidence, as she stated on your show, that she's recorded evidence and the police is not taking action, I request her, Shehzad's a very good lawyer and the BJP has very good lawyers. Why don't they file a case and under one?
You've made your point. But Shehzad, I think that's a fair question. There are visuals being seen of even BJP workers engaging in violence, not of today or of yesterday or the day before that. But in the previous round of clashes with the police, BJP workers were also seen engaging in violence. So can you really point fingers at the TMC for the same?
Did Bapi Ghosh, Biplab Shukdar, Trilochan Mahato, Avijit Sarkar, Shuvra Jyoti Ghosh, Krishna Patra, Arjun Chaurasia, Shova Majumdar, who was an 80-year-old lady, also indulged in violence? They were all killed and hacked to death by TMC-sponsored goons. What violence were they doing? 300 BJP Karyakartas and Hindus and those who support the ideology of nationalism have been hacked and murdered by TMC-sponsored goons. Now you tell me what violence were they doing? Point number two, the INC, I Need Communalism Party, should be the last party lecturing us about riots. You remember Ahmedabad, Jalgaon, Meerut, Maliana, Hashimpura, Nelli, Delhi, Muzaffarnagar, all of these riots have happened under your watch. And why is it that only when there is a demographic imbalance, these riots take place where the Congress is in power? Point number two. Point number three. Now let me answer.
You're almost out of time. Quickly, very quickly.
And last point. Anirban says that, are you a citizen of Pakistan to know? Anirban, by that logic, don't you know terrorism is done by Pakistan? Do you need to be a citizen of Pakistan to know about the atrocities of Pakistan?
Almost out of time.
This logic is actually a defense of Pakistan and the mindset.
Completely out of time. Completely out of time. Quick 30 seconds to Karan Verma because we're completely out of it. Karan Verma, quickly respond to the point made by Tehseen that even the BJP has been seen picking up lathis and engaging in violence. Quickly respond to that.
Look, it's very easy to pinpoint BJP here. The fact is, every month, Madhav, whether it was September where we saw the protests in Havra being completely crushed brutally by brute police force, or it was June when Sartan Se Juda chants were going on and riots and bloody protests were happening across Murshidabad in protest of Nupur Sharma's remark. Truth is, Bengal has been fighting and wreaking havoc under Mamata Banerjee. And they have been in crosshairs with everyone. Leave aside BJP. Whether it is NHRC, whether it is Calcutta High Court, whether it is National Commission for Women.
All right. Number of constitutional bodies, etc., that have also, in fact, come out and made similar observations about the failure of the state government machinery in curbing the law and order situation in the state. Law and order, mind you, is a state subject and completely the responsibility of the state government. In that sense, certainly, a lot of questions that are coming from the BJP side towards the TMC. I'd like to leave it there for the moment. Gargi Nandi Roy, Karan Verma, Professor Manojit Mondal and Anirban Banerjee, thank you so much for joining us.